Hello, you're welcome to another section. Before we continue today, I want to just give you a little intro to this section. As the market has suffered this huge loss since 2018 February, and many investors that are selling at this point, I'm telling you, are selling at a loss. But I want to say this kind of market uncertainties is exactly what lead toward big unexpected moves. Why? The market has consistently suffered a decline as a result of market uncertainties, political uncertainties, economic uncertainties. But as to speak, stocks are heading to 2016 level. Seriously, remember that the market in 2016 was as low as at this point, when market was trading below 24,000 mark. But today, as we speak, market has really broken down the 27,000 mark, and factors that will trigger the market at this point seems not to be on the side. But I'm telling you that as an investor, don't panic out your position at this point, because this kind of will give you a big unexpected capital gain when the market turns around. What you do, if you have fresh fund to take to enter the market, we are kept for investment, we watch carefully at this point to identify which stocks, which sector have the potential to go up immediately, which stocks, which sector will continue to decline. Once you have all this at the back of your mind, you are just waiting for opportunity to launch out when the market reveals itself. That is why, if you remember, like 2 weeks ago, I said it that a good trader, a good investor should have a watch list. That is why those that are in buy and sell signal, they have a watch list already. In that one, for the weekly trading platform, we have not recommended stock for over a month, because when we saw the handwriting on the wall that the way the market is going, we decided not to give any buy position for traders. Like I said earlier, you don't catch a falling knife. We saw the way the market is going now, we now say, oh, let's just hold on a position. Those that we have not exited, because there's always a stop loss. When your position have broken that stop loss of 7 and you didn't exit immediately, I don't encourage you to exit at a huge loss now, because the factors that attracted us into some of these equities are still intact. It's just that the market trend is foolish bearish. On that, it will affect those stocks, but you don't need to panic out. Like what I said several anywhere I'm discussing stock market, that the major purpose of being in the market is to make profit, and every investment decision is against what expectation and the future. You are not making investment for the past. That means when you are taking decision for the future and your decision remain intact, when I mean remain intact, that what attracted you into those decisions are still there, fine. You are using your fundamental to analyze the stock, you are using your technical analysis. It says you buy and you enter, and the market go against you. Those fundamentals that you are saying fundamentally they are there intact, good, hold on. Your technical analysis, it has broken down your expectation, but all you need now is you apply what? Patience. Because you know that what is happening in the market is not because the company that you enter is doing badly, it's just because the general economy and the market is going down. That means when it turns up again, those stocks that you are likely to be the stocks that will also rally if you are in good stocks. Actually, if you are in good stock, that what matters. Because if you are in good stock, you are ready to move the market when the market, then at that time the market gives sign of rebounding. We can now bring the additional cash we have to buy. But because the peculiar of our market, you know that our market makers here are not really active because they don't have the fund. I'm telling you, when the market is likely to turn up and everybody notices that it's up, most of these stocks might not be available. What you do as a wise investor is that now that prices are at this low level, yes, the tendency that the market will still go down. I'm seeing that already, that likely to go down, but it won't go far again compared to where the market is coming from. That means you'll be looking at taking what we call stage by stage, or you buy entrance, depending on how you see it. You buy small quantity and keep. Why are you doing that? In case the market turn up and these stocks are not available. Because when the market turn up, many people that are in the position who want to sell. They want also to join the rally, and these stocks won't be available in the market. That's why we are using this opportunity that you can see that is sell off to take some position in some stocks. But don't buy with all the funds you have, please. Just little to see where it's going, so that when it turns up, why you are buying little, that in case it continues to go down, you still know that yes, you can still average down when time comes. That's why you don't need to enter your full position at this current market decline. Take it stage by stage, little by little, and position in good stock. Mark, I said what? In good stocks. Stock that you know that they have the potential to go back with the market when the market rebound. Yes, that's what I want to say. The market for the week, knowing that after the 2 days holiday for Salah holiday, that was on the 12th and on the 13th, market opened on the 14th, which was on Wednesday, the midweek, and that day market lost which point? The third day, the second day the same, and throughout the last week 3 trading days, the market was in red. And when you compare these last 3 trading days with the full week of the previous week, the market lost 1.40. It opened at market opened at 27,306.81, and it closed the week 26,925.29. It means market has broken down another strong support level of 27,000 mark, even touching as low as 26,782 before it closed up at that 26,925.29. It tells you that the week, if there to be a full week, tell you how the market is going to look like. But you know the factors that were behind that last week performance. It's just because when the global economy and global market was shaken as a result of when the bond interest for 2 years, for 10 years in the matured market were really something else. When I mean it was below expectation, then a spark sign of recession for those economy. And we also know that most of this economy, advanced economy, in their last GDP, most of them recorded a slow growth. I mean a decline. Meaning that if any of the GDP result comes down and it is also a decline, it's confirmed that recession. That's why people were becoming agitated, becoming a bit worried. But as at Friday, there are also signs that yes, that things are likely to look up again according to the figures and the statistics we are seeing from that particular market. But coming back to Nigeria, during the holiday, the Salah holiday, the president made a statement that the CBN should stop giving foreign to import food. Automatically, you know what that means. People have to analyze it, knowing that investment, information is key, and people have to interpret it. That alone forced another bearish sentiment to the market, which also reflected on the food and beverage sector, knowing that that sector is very sensitive to any kind of information like that. That means food of item is likely to go up if that is implemented, because for now to speak, what we are producing is enough to take care of our own people. I mean, what the farm output we are getting from the farm can't feed Nigeria. Then if you are stopping importation, normally you're going to see what we call divine food inflation. that earlier. Also, CBN has a target of achieving 1 digit inflation. It's like a conflicting, that alone. Also, people have to be very careful on that. See that this other way on the market. But for me, all these things happen at this point. But remember that another positive information is what will take the market up again, especially now that the inauguration of the new cabinet will be this new week, that today, tomorrow, and the first fact meeting will be on Wednesday. If that happen, we will have no direction, who is who, and we expect government to go into real activity of governance, and we expect policies to start rolling out from one sector or the other, to see that also will give a direction. As speaking, there is no direction in the economy. On that, it will start changing the face. That means, like I said, it is when the third quarter results start coming, that means really market rally or market reverse will be as from the month of September and October, when we start seeing these third quarter numbers of these companies. Because then we have seen where the fiscal policy and the fiscal authority, where they are going, compared to what CBN also have in mind. On that note, I will say, don't panic out of your position now. Within the week under review, the gainers were just 15 stocks that gained, knowing that it's just 3 days. About 34 stocks lost for the week, and it will surprise you that also within the week there was a markdown in some of the stocks that declared dividend, really Flower May, and for that the price touched as well as to 12 naira 82 kobo, which smart investors would have taken a portion of that low price to position, knowing that yes, this company will definitely go up. One, they are trying to harness the potential they have, putting their books in order. That means this kind of stock at this price, for me, it's attractive. You can take position, but a gradual one. Then RAC Unity Petroleum also was adjusted that for 30 kobo dividend, and for Flower May was 1 naira 20 kobo. Also, along the line to within the week, GTB released its number for half year audited results, and the bank performance, I will tell you, was not impressive, despite they are paying 30 kobo into dividend, considering the price is selling. And you can see that when the result came to the market, it changed the face of those interim dividend paying stocks, especially stock like Zenith Bank, Access, UBA. But that of Stanbic was the only one that still make lower low as at that Friday, because on that Friday result came to the market, there was a reversal in marginal one in Access Bank, in UBA, and in Zenith Bank, but Stanbic IBTC still went further down. And you can see that the part of the result didn't show on the result of the market didn't react to the result of GTB, and as a result, because the performance is flat and the 30 kobo they are paying, yes, it's what they paid the previous year, but considering the price they are paying 30 kobo, there are other cheaper stocks that will still going to pay you the same rate of 30 kobo that people will likely to look at. If you are buying stock that will give you 20 kobo or 25 kobo at 5 naira and at 6 naira, and the one that is going to give you 30 kobo at 26, 27, you will get more volume buying those ones that are cheaper, and that will give you more return in terms of dividend for this immediate time that there is no liquidity in the market, because this result will not change the market. If other results follow the way of this GTB result, it will change the market. Knowing that there is no liquidity in the market, everybody has to watch. That means people in the GTB now will have to wait to take dividend because they want to sell now. On that note, you should not just say you want to rush out of your position. Just hold on for all those dividend paying stock that you are in, especially if you are if you are in Zenith Bank and Asset Bank and UBA. Yes, we expect Stanbic to also pay dividend. As it goes lower, it becomes attractive for you to position. But stock like Stanbic, know that the entry dividend is always rich. They pay as high as 1 naira entry dividend. That means at the price of 3 naira and they are paying 1 naira, at the end, it's not better than buying GTB. All you just do at this point is look at stock that will give you money, because capital appreciation at this point is very low. But you can use dividend income to support yourself and to make small gain in this short time, as we expect the market to really turn up as from end of September or at the middle of September. But I see a market that will be more interesting, more people participating as from October, when most of the results for third quarter would have hit the market and people have taken their nowhere, knowing that in Nigeria most of the stocks have December at year end. I know that end of the year, the last quarter of the year in Nigeria equity market has always been the most active quarter. That tells you that quarter, when people are buying to trade for the end of the year, and also preparation for the first quarter of the new year, which is 2020, where we expect most of the company that has the December year end to be paying dividend in that period. On that, you can see that there will be changes from that September, October, being crossing to the last quarter of the year. For me, don't just panic now. Be calm. What the market, you have seen the trend so far till now, and you are still in the market. Don't sell now because you want to run out. No. If you are taking your decision to sell before now, I would have said good one, but now that the market is at this stage, don't panic out. Just watch, keep your eyes. If you are in wrong stocks, that is where you can really sell and position on that one. If you are in wrong stock, you can still sell and hook out to see where the market will rebound and take position. On this note, I would advise that let's just watch our position as we look at the market trading. The outlook for this week still remains very dicey and mixed, because it is the strength of liquidity that enter the market that determines where the market will go. We have seen all the earnings of the companies for first quarter and for second quarter. Their performance were missed, and because their prices are low, yes, it can support those prices, but because there is no liquidity, the earnings alone cannot move prices up. That's why I said the major fundamental of any market is liquidity. When there is good fundamental, there is no liquidity, markets will remain where it is. But when there is good fundamental, there is liquidity, market will catch fire. That's why you need to watch. When liquidity start coming back to the market, then that's where we expect to see a rally, but position in good stock. On this note, we draw the curtain here. But for those that are in buy and signal, stay calm. For those stock in the watch list, keep your eyes on them. Once you gather them, at the right time for us to start trading, we'll push on. When we want to change the stock we are watching, we'll see more opportunity, or then the final opportunity, we'll add to those stocks in that watch list to always guide you. I know that's why I said keep calm, don't panic. We'll always be there to give you the light where to go. Thank you, and God bless you.